Hello, it's me. Just wanted to update you on my Charing Cross visit yesterday. It was a visit to test my T levels, and I'd been feeling for the first 2 weeks, for instance, of after my shot, really high and calm, not high, but calm and happy and contented. And then I definitely felt a shift change in my emotions towards the end of my T month. So I was fairly certain that my testosterone levels weren't quite lasting for the full 4 weeks. So I was really looking forward to this T level appointment. Just to backtrack, appointment where I had my last shot, my fourth T shot. Just before I had my shot, they took a blood sample, and that was a fasting sample. And then exactly a week later, after my shot, they took another blood sample, and this was a non-fasting sample. And I went and collected the results, basically because I couldn't trust the results would get from my doctor to Charing Cross without having got lost. So I physically took a printed copy of the blood results to Charing Cross. So my appointment was yesterday. Got to the desk, hadn't been cancelled, which is always a bonus. And it's never something you can take for granted when you go to Charing Cross for an appointment. Actually, Finn came with me, and it was interesting because he was completely shocked about how rude the reception staff were. And while I was in the appointment, he just carried on watching and just was flabbergasted when I came out. It just couldn't believe it. And that we Charing Cross guys have to put up with that. But, you know, that's what you do if you want treatment. Anyway, so arrived at the appointment. Now, last time I saw Dr. Leighton Steele, who was the endocrinologist. This time I saw his nurse called Iffy. What can I say about Iffy? She is a lovely woman, but very, very over the top and very demonstrative and very scary. She's lovely, but for the sort of shy guy like I am, really quite scary. She was just sort of gushy and oh, I don't even know how to describe her. She's a lovely, lovely person. Anyway, the appointment consisted, she looked at my results and was quite shocked and actually confirmed that, yes, my T levels were very low. They were 3, I think, and they should be between 9 and 12. And she said, oh gosh, yes, they're rubbish, aren't they? So the first thing she did was write up and say, yes, I'm going to move your appointment forward, so you're going to have, you know, your shot every 3 weeks instead, which will be really nice. And I hope that will solve it, because I have been really down in the last couple of weeks, and it's really spoiled the sort of, you know, the tea changes I've had. She took my blood pressure and she said, oh, that's surprising. Usually my boys, she described them as my boys, which I thought was quite sweet. She said, usually my boys have, you know, low blood pressure, but yours is quite high. Are you a bit stressed? Yes, I'm stressed. A, I'm here at Charing Cross, and B, you're with me and I'm scared of you. And I don't know why I'm scared of her, but she's just, I think she's unpredictable. That was the problem. You never really knew what she was going to do next. Anyway, so she also weighed me. I have put on 2 pounds, and I said, is that a problem? She went, no, it's all muscle. She knew how to flirt. And then bemoaned the fact that my doctor obviously still hasn't quite got the idea of what she was supposed to do, because my second lot of blood, she'd taken the blood tests for as if I was a diabetic. So she hadn't actually done my T levels. I don't know if I should be pleased with that. That it was the nurse that had taken the second lot of blood tests. You know, maybe she just didn't appreciate that I was a trans guy and needed testosterone levels and just thought I was a guy and needed a blood test, and therefore what else could it possibly be but diabetes. I think I should be quite pleased. Anyway, I tell you what, it was really, really nice to have somebody with me. I've never taken anyone on these appointments before, and I don't relish them. They're not. Certainly, Charing Cross is not a nice place to go, and it was really nice, especially after the appointment when I always feel a bit dazed almost, and my head is usually all over the place. It was really nice to have Finn there, to just sort of level me and sort of bring me back to earth almost, and just sort of sit and have a cup of coffee with, and sort of chill me out a bit. And I haven't really appreciated how great it was to have somebody with you. So, if you've got a partner, then lovely, take them. But even if you haven't got a partner, especially if it's your first couple of appointments, I think definitely try and take somebody with you. It's nice. It's really nice. And cheers, Finn, because I really appreciated that. So, I'm really quite pleased because it's validated my knowing my body and my mind and my mental state, and the fact that I wasn't quite right, that there is a big shift change between the beginning of a T month and the end of a T month, and he's sort of validated that. So now I don't have to wait 2 weeks before my next shot. I only have to wait 1 week, which is also quite awesome. And maybe it'll mean that I start growing hair a bit more. I've got so much hair on my belly, nothing on here. So maybe it'll all start growing here instead. Right, a very, very short update. One other thing, they did say, they did try, so my next appointment at Charring Cross is the end of January, where I will see Iffy sort of double check my new testosterone level. She also talked about taking over the injecting myself, self-injecting. I'm going to have to think about that, I think. The one thing it's not the process of doing it, it's I like it in my buttocks because it's a lot less painful than when it went in my leg. And you can't really self-inject in your buttock, it's really tricky, so it would have to go in my leg, so I'm not sure I want to do that. And also, if I've got a substance in my house that is, that changes my mental state so profoundly like testosterone does, there is a greater chance that I might abuse it, and take it early. And yes, I know that if you take too much testosterone, it changes back into estrogen and you don't get the effects of testosterone. I'm not sure my head would think that through. I would think, I'm not feeling great, to take testosterone because then I feel great. I don't want to give that risk. So I may not go down that route, and continue to go to the doctor. On the other hand, every 3 weeks is quite a lot, and it's becoming tricky because I'm having to sort of work it around having early appointments and then getting to work, or having a late appointment and then sort of going home from work early. So it would be obviously easier and less of a tie to do it at home myself, but I'm going to have to seriously think of that. Anyway, I've got that appointment tied in on the same day as the one in the end of January. The one in the end of January, hopefully, will be discussing top surgery. And I'm hoping that will then follow on that I will get an appointment for surgery in sort of April, maybe the end of March, April. A good birthday present. My birthday's at the beginning of April. It would be awesome to join the T-Rex club. Scary, but awesome. So, I will make an update on my 4 months on T. And up till then, I have no, there are no doctors or counselling or anything appointments up till then, apart from your injections. That's what it's like in the NHS. You get abandoned in between times. You just have to fend for yourself. But, you know, it's going to be a lot better, I think, for the next few months when I get sorted. So, I'll leave it there, and I will speak to you on my 4 months at the beginning of November. See you. Bye.